Just what is the Swedish way of life? Well, it's nothing but simple friendliness and open nature with a healthy dose of peace, calm and goodwill. The residence of the Swedish ambassador and his wife, Mrs. Alberga, had a calm and inner tranquility about it that got me all ready to curl up to a nice, cozy Swedish experience for the day.
Anita, there are some people I would love you to meet. Please, come in. This is Gunilla.
Hi, Gunilla.
Nice meeting you.
How lovely to meet you.
And this is
Nice
Charlotta.
to meet you.
Hi, Charlotta. Fantastic.
Please, sit down.
Thank you. How wonderful to meet your friends. Now, Swedish women are renowned around the world for being absolutely gorgeous. Tell me a little bit about your beauty secrets.
Swedish women, it's all about natural beauty, a healthy lifestyle, being outdoors a lot. Sweden has the most amazing nature.
Well, to keep your hair shiny and highlight, you put lemon juice in your water when you rinse the hair. Or you can also use chamomile flowers that you boil and rinse the last rinses. And then you get nice blonde and highlight.
So would you say that there are a number of sort of cultural similarities, if any at all, between Sweden and Singapore?
We're two small, safe nations open to the sea, and we have a very industrious people, and we have a lot of food that is very similar. And by the way, why don't we start our cultural exchange with some food? Let's go and try the Swedish smörgåsbord.
Sounds like the perfect cultural exchange to me. Show us the way.
Please.
Ooh, smells great in here. That would be the dill?
Yes, absolutely. The world's famous smörgåsbord in a vegetarian version. You know, smörgåsbord is a meal that is served usually for big parties.
Nice.
We have different occasions in the year for Christmas and midsummer.
And so how do you usually eat?
Well, that's the interesting part of it, and that's why it's such a Swedish and such a democratic concept. You take your plate and you just serve.
I
Help
love
yourself.
that. DIY. So,
Let's.
yeah, I love the shape. You know, I love beetroots actually. And here's a little something that you might not know about beetroots. They are actually really good for your digestion.
Is it?
Yeah, something that I want to remember to write down. Now, salmon is another one of those typically Swedish sort of ingredients, really, isn't it?
We always have board, and we do salmon in quite a few different ways. We can have smoked salmon, we can have gravlax.
Gravlax, yeah, that's one of those dishes that everyone knows is typical Swedish dish. It's been exported around the world, really.
Yes, you find gravlax on the menu of so many restaurants around the world. And lax has to be served with potatoes with dill, because dill is a very important herb in Sweden.
You know, I've also noticed that these are not traditional meatballs.
Oh, you're right, we had to include meatballs. Any smörgåsbord has to include meatballs. But these are, as we said, a vegetarian version of it.
So it's got a great texture. What do we actually have inside?
Well, basically it's carrots, eggs, parsley and onion.
And lingonberry is often called a jam, but it's really more of a condiment, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. And lingonberry in Sweden are ripe to be picked in September, October. And a good thing about lingonberry is that they're really high in vitamin C.
Well, you know, I've had such a great day with you all. You know, you've shared so much about your culture, your traditions, your fabulous ingredients. There's some things there that I have never even used in beauty before. I think I could come up with a nice Swedish beauty recipe.
Oh, that sounds fascinating.
Yeah.
Will you come and share it with us?
You bet. I'd love to come back.
to that. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
The wonderfully healthy and scrumptious Swedish meal that I have enjoyed at Mrs. Alberga's residence recently has given me a good peek into the country's beauty secrets, which is really just a good mix of nutritious food and lots of playtime, all going hand in hand to create a radiance that emanates from all its people.
know, contrary to popular belief, it's not just all about bland food with Swedish cuisine. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that it really is all about natural goodness with the Swedes. I'm all fired up with enthusiasm to create a really great Swedish beauty recipe. And for that, I'm here in a pure organic farm to pick up some really fresh goodies.
The first item on my beauty list has got to be beetroot. Its roots and leaves have medicinal uses, and the Romans used it as a treatment for many ailments, including fevers and constipation. Besides the beetroot, I've got to get carrots, which are rich in antioxidants, great for eyesight, and excellent for my beauty tonic. After getting beetroot and carrot from nature's very own backyard, it was time to get another powerful ingredient, cranberries. Because lingonberries aren't available locally, cranberries are my next best bet. Filled with the same goodness as lingonberries, cranberries are great for the skin and the immune system.
I've got all the ingredients I need to create my Swedish beauty recipe. Now all that's left is to head over to Mrs. Alberger's house to share it with her.